Now, we all know last week the NFL honors kicked off where all the players get awards for MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and etc. Myles Garrett, the star defensive end of the Cleveland Browns, walked away with the Defensive Player of the Year. It was his first award, the first Defensive Player of the Year award for his career. And he definitely had some great competition, which was Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker T.J. Watt, as well as Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons. Now, a certain group of Steelers fans just got so butthurt over the fact that Myles Garrett won the award over TJ. I mean, they just went crazy on Twitter, just went amok, just flipping out over the fact that Myles got it over TJ. You know, some were saying, oh, he didn't deserve it because of, you know, he's not a great role model for what he did to Mason Rudolph a few years ago. For those of you who may not know, during a Thursday night football game, right at the end of the game, Garrett and Rudolph ended up getting into a scuffle where Myles Garrett ripped his helmet off and hit him upside the head with it. Now, Garrett says that Rudolph allegedly called him the N-word. I gotta say allegedly. You know, don't want any lawsuits or anything. Said he called him the N-word and he just snapped in the heat of the moment. But also, some people feel that, well, TJ Watt put up better stats than Myles Garrett. Steelers fans kept on saying, well, TJ Watt was first in this category, first in that category. You know, Myles wasn't there. Myles disappears in games. TJ Watt doesn't. But guess what? There's been times TJ Watt, put up some numbers, but they had no impact on the game. For example, their first game against the 49ers at home, they got shellacked. And y'all say, well, TJ had 3 sacks, but it had no impact. They were getting blown out. Who cares? And also, guess what? A lot of guys had high praise for Myles Garrett. Even Micah Parsons felt Myles Garrett was deserving of the award. Trent Williams and Travis Kelce, you know, in their press conference for the Super Bowl, both gave Myles Garrett high praise. And Trent Williams, guess what? Had to line up against Myles Garrett when they played the Browns in the regular season. He didn't give that praise to TJ Watt. But, I mean, a lot of Browns fans didn't flip out when TJ Watt won it a few years ago. You know, we gave him his prize. We felt he was deserving of that, and he earned that. But then Watt's going to tweet out nothing that I'm not used to. Like, come on, man. What kind of classes BS is that? I mean, come on. You ruining the moment for the fans who are on suspense. Also, you're trying to ruin Myles's moment by even putting out that tweet instead of just, you know, congratulating the man. That was classless on TJ Watt's part. Very classless. And no one really called him out on it for a lot of reasons. 1, because he's a Watt brother. 2, for the team that he plays for. If that would have been any other player, including Parsons, everybody would have dogged him. They would have gotten dogged if they put out that tweet. But it's like, Steelers fans, get over it. Okay? The voters have spoken. Now, y'all keep on. Now, well, a certain segment of y'all, because I have Steelers fans that come on this platform, like King AB here, that ain't on that BS. But, excuse me. But y'all keep on yelling, oh, well, that's the Browns' participation trophy. They've been such a poverty franchise for so long. You know, we care about Super Bowls and AFC championships. Well, if you care about it that much, you wouldn't even give a damn about this award. You wouldn't keep on tweeting about it. You wouldn't keep on doing podcasts on it. So obviously, you do care that much. I mean, look, I don't shortchange TJ Watt. TJ Watt is a phenomenal player. Okay? You know, He's definitely wrecked games against the Browns in the past. And one day he's going to be in Canton along with Myles Garrett. Both of them are going to be in Canton. And you definitely could have made a case for both of them. But guess what? They decided to go with Myles. You know, they felt he was the more deserving. He was the best defensive player in the NFL this year. It's nothing personal, okay? Maybe next year, TJ Watt might win it. Who knows? And for those of you who keep on saying, well, Myles didn't lead in any stats, guess what? There have definitely been a lot of some defensive players, if not a lot, that have won the award, never leading anything in stats. Guess what, Steeler fans? One of your own guys won Defensive Player of the Year, and guess what? How many stats did he lead in? 0. And you know who that guy was? Your very own James Harrison. So before you have that argument, look at your own backyard.